right, man. Let's talk about Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford burning the Danny Garcia bridge, which I don't think is the smartest thing to do. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance to get notifications. We go live or drop videos. So Terrence Crawford said that, Danny Garcia never get a shot versus him. All right. He'll never give him a shot at the top dog. I think that's a mistake. Now, is it guaranteed that Danny Garcia is going to beat Arizona Lara for the 160-pound title? No, but Danny Garcia could be the easiest way to get in 5 belts in 4 or 5 different weight classes. So that could be the easiest way for that to happen. So I don't think you want to burn that bridge and people go back and say, "Oh, I thought you said you'll never fight Danny Garcia," or whatever like that. I think in a way, Terence Crawford might need Danny Garcia. Now he may turn around and he may need old buddy too. He may turn around and need Arislan Lara, but I think that'd be the quickest and the best way to prepare to get towards Canelo. If you go to 160 pounds and you're able to get a title, then you can turn around and fight Canelo. So, if you can get one at 60 and then get one at or 54 or whatever you want to do it, you know what I'm saying? But I truly think that I really think that you don't want to close the door on this type of matchup. You and Danny sail for 160-pound belt. It's a great fight. It's a great fight, especially if Danny get his hands on that Super WBA title fight. It's a great fight. It makes all the sense in the world to jump up, fight Danny Garcia, make a bunch of money. You got history. Y'all splitting the amateurs. It's a great story background. You know what I'm saying? You rematch Earl. He fight Lara somewhere down the line. Hopefully at the end of this year. Then next year in May, y'all come and do it again. And then, if you want to go out there, go 54 and try to get a belt. If Mendoza and Tim Tszyu unify this division, or you want to jump up fight Canelo, then you do that. But I think going up to 160 is a great test for Terence Crawford. To fight Danny Garcia, it's a great matchup. It's a matchup that people more envision at 40, 47, possibly 54, not 60, but still a great matchup. I wouldn't close the door. I'm like Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave it up. He should leave that door open. That's why I don't believe in saying never. Because there's things I done said, oh man, I never do that. I never do that. This thing I said that shit in the past, and you know what I'm saying, then turned around and had to do it. I remember I was saying, man, I never put ads in my YouTube video, and I had to do it. Because it financially made a bunch of sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So I financially had to do it. It made a bunch of sense. But like I continue to tell you guys, man, it's it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But you don't want to close down opportunity. You don't want to close down opportunities like this. Now, Danny Garcia still got to beat Danny Garcia still got to do his job and beat Arizona Lara. Now, Lara, I still favor Lara. He still got too much perpetual movement. But what I will say is they saying Lara looking old in the ring. That's what they is saying. Lara looking real old in the ring. He working on like not moving as much and sitting down on his punches in, but Lara can pop though. Yeah, Lara can pop though when he sit on his shots. So Lara got some pop, but I still expect Lara to win that fight. Now, with Terence Crawford be entertaining Lara, Lara got a very difficult style. Now, if you're gonna go entertain, you gonna move up and you gonna go entertain somebody, right? You want to, and that's they dangerous. You gonna entertain somebody who financially, the risk match the reward, like Canelo Alvarez. You gonna jump up. You ain't gonna jump up and fight no Aristotle Lara where the risk don't match the reward. You know that just don't make no sense. Fighting Lara, unless you know you can beat Lara, he look bad like that. The risk don't match the reward. It don't. He too dangerous. Too dangerous. Too dangerous. So, but like I said before, I'm for all them fights. Crawford, Danny, Crawford, Lara, Danny. I like all them fights. I like all them fights. I like them all. So, um, I mean, but I wouldn't burn that bridge. That's why I'll never say, oh, never. I be like, you just never know, bro. I done said things in life. So I never do that shit, man. Shit, then said I never get married. Guess what? Ninja's married. You just don't never know where life gonna take you. What you gonna have to do? You have people say, I never rob nobody. I had homies you'll never think of rob somebody who got put in messed up positions, dog. They got put up in bad positions and they ain't had no other chance to, no other choice. And everybody say, oh, everybody got choices in my E40 voice. Man, a lot of, like I was speaking with somebody the other day, I forget who I was talking to. A lot of these public, judges and police officers and politicians, they got no idea what kids go through. I look at me, I grew up in Detroit, bro, and it took me into my 12 into my 20s to see um how big a disadvantage a lot of people at out here in the inner city. Everybody ain't raised like I was raised. Everybody ain't raised like the Huxtables or the average family, man. You'd be surprised what people go through, bro. You know, in the true test of doing right, it's easy to do right when you up. It's easy to do good and do great things when you financially stable and everything going wrong. But can you be morally intact when things go wrong? Can you still do the right things when things go left and get in trouble? Can you still keep your faith and do the right thing? That's when you know what type of person that you are morally. I remember watching Equalizer 3. He asked him, he said, are you a good guy and a bad guy? And Denzel Washington said, I don't know. And then he said, you remember when I asked you if you was a good guy or a bad guy? We found you in that car. He said, only a good guy will say, I don't know. That's the true test of character. When everything go wrong, can you still do the right thing? Can you still keep your faith? Can you still believe in the Most High God, whatever you pray for? And then trying times, man, it's steep. It really is. It's hard. There's certain times where you really want to do some real nasty stuff to some people. There's really sometimes when people get over on you and they supposed to be your brother or thy sister, and they fuck over you. You really want to do something unthinkable. It's human nature. But one thing I say, dude, I would never say, I kind of try never to say, I never do this again. I never have. I'll try to refrain from that because you never know what you gonna need or what you gonna do it. What he tell him straight out of camp, he said, oh, we don't need no security, Shug. He said, you don't know what you need until you need it. He right about that. You got some people say, I never carry a pistol around. Never. Hey, something happened to him. Hey, man, I had an older guy I used to work out with, man. He told me he started carrying his pistols everywhere. When he got robbed leaving the club one night, he carries 2 guns everywhere. Before that, he didn't believe in that. So I really do think Terence Crawford will be a fool to close the door open on Danny Garcia, especially if he get that WBA super middleweight title. That's a really good financial fight, especially if Danny get active into the spotlight. Now Danny Garcia gonna feel good. Big fights without Danny Garcia. Remember he was going around saying that and feel like he'll start and it'll be put Danny Garcia on pay-per-view again. He did pay-per-view with Errol Spence. It was rumored that he could have did a deal with Manny Pacquiao. I don't know how that fell out. So you know, so we have to wait and see exactly, how that all plays out. But yeah, I mean, I still think of fighting I'm interested in seeing. They both overachievers out of the Olympic class. And when Terence Crawford speak on Danny Garcia name before all this, he had nothing but glowing things to say about Danny Garcia. He always said good things about Danny Garcia, whether Danny was hating on him or not. He always said good things about him. And that's crazy. And Bud always showed love to PBC going to their fights, and they just didn't want to acknowledge him. So that's crazy. He always spoke highly of them guys over there. He said, I was a fan of Earl Spence when he was in the Olympics. So, hey, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. Check out the well, there's no playlist, but hey, hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls guys think in the comment section. Peace.